Oh, it is absolutely a big day. I mean, this is going to be a game-changing moment for the commodity markets and financial markets in general, because to have a tier 1 regulator who is trusted, who has the credibility, who has the proven experience of managing complex market situations and markets to take over the governance of commodity markets will give a very, very positive sign to investors, participants, farmers, processors, and a variety of stakeholders to say that this is a market that will have the highest levels of risk management and trust and credibility, and which over time will increase the confidence and the participation levels in this market. So it is definitely a game-changing moment.
So if I could ask you, we all know there are enough challenges when it comes to the commodities market, but now with a bigger regulator like SEBI, how do you see things panning out? Say 1, 2, 3 issues that you would like the regulator to focus on a priority basis from the market's development perspective?
So I think the first step for the new regulator, as the SEBI chairman mentioned, is for SEBI to strengthen risk management. So risk management FMC has been strengthening through warehouse norms and through various measures and initiatives introduced by them. But SEBI will really need to strengthen the risk management in commodity markets to the levels that they exist in the securities markets, which are one of the most respected markets in the world. So our first priority as well, before the development effort starts, is to bring risk management at an international level and at par. And then after that, new product development, new participation development, as the SEBI chairman has already outlined. But we would welcome the first step of strengthening risk management to give confidence to existing participants, saying that this market cannot be tampered with and is a safe place to operate in.
Shah, if I could ask you, the other issue which the broking community or the participants at large have been discussing are the issues of broking charges, so on and so forth. Now with that getting aligned with what is happening in equity markets, A, do you think that is going to be a reality? And B, does that mean we see a lot of consolidation among the small players?
It could happen. I personally don't think that the increased charges are necessarily a bad thing, because they give, yes, in the short term, transactions cost will go up in the short term, but in the long term it will open new doors of opportunity for broker members, because regulated by a tier 1 regulator gives them the opportunity to tell a different story to investors and say that we are a SEBI governed, SEBI regulated broker, and the opportunity window will open up quite significantly. So I think the short term increase in transaction costs will fade away into a larger opportunity landscape in the medium to long term.
And lastly, one thing that everyone asked Mr. UK Sinha, no timelines put in. Foreign participation is something that established players like you would hope that it happens sooner than later?
Yes, we've been pushing for, even before going to foreign participants in general, we've been pushing for foreign hedgers to come into India in a big time. I mean, in many agri-commodities and many commodities, we are either the largest producer or the largest consumer of these commodities, and there are lots of foreign hedgers who can participate. So we have recommended a step-by-step approach, a very cautious approach. In the first step is to allow foreign hedgers to participate in commodity markets, and we are hopeful that will be one of the first few things that get taken up once risk management is stabilized.
Yes, indeed a very big day, because we have always been concerned about the state of regulation in the commodities market. There have been obviously a major event which took place a couple of years ago, but they are generally concerned that this market required much better, much stronger regulation. And given the track record of SEBI in regulating the securities market, I think this merger had to happen. It was a matter of timing. And I think it's a great day, because this should lead to better regulation of the commodities market, futures market, and also increase the depth and width of the market, which is presently very limited.
So how do you see this whole debate, which even today it was discussed? Is this the right time to allow foreign participation when it comes to commodities markets as the equity markets, or still it's some time before we could see that?
I think if you heard clearly, Mr. Sinha just raised this issue. He has not given any date or timelines. There would obviously be interest from a lot of foreign investors to come into this market. SEBI is cautious right now. SEBI has not made any commitments. They've also talked about allowing commodity exchanges to deal in equities and equity exchanges to deal in commodities. No timelines have been set. So I think these are opportunities going forward. And SEBI at some point of time will take a considered view as to how much, when, in what manner should all of this be allowed.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.